With statistics from 2018 showing more than 1,400 reported cases of domestic violence, Jairo Rodriguez, a sexual and reproductive health advocate, believes that while efforts are being made by government to help reduce the number of cases, boys should be allowed to positively express themselves without fear of prejudice starting from a young age.
Toxic masculinity and hypermasculinity is that, particularly in the Caribbean sense, we have this view of a man should be dominant, he should be, how he speaks, how he walks, everything about him must be quote unquote manly. And with that, there's no space for emotion, for compassion, to talking about mental health, or talking about issues that as a man you would have. And if society does not make it comfortable for a man to express himself as such, and even to seek services, seek help, then we will be trapped in a sense. Men will be trapped that there's no way that they can break past all of that constraint. And that is exactly what is happening in homes. There's obviously an issue there. How can a man express when he has displeasure, express when he's upset?
Rodriguez reiterated that efforts should be made now to reverse what is described as toxic masculinity, and it must begin from inside the family structure.
Do not tell boys crying is the girls. You can't cry. Crying is something we all do for any matter of pain. So why are we telling now it's not manly to cry or to express yourself or to express your feelings? Those are very important as attributes that we've developed as human beings in order to communicate and express and even show emotions. Now, why are we telling a certain section of society that that is wrong or they shouldn't do it? So you basically raise a boy to believe that it's inhumane even and it's weak for him to express himself, and that is not so.
Rodriguez said in Ghana and the Caribbean, the separation of gender identity and roles are too stark, and it is only when this is relaxed there can be a decrease in gender-based violence. He also spoke of the patterns and ways men and women socialize before getting into serious relationships. Rodriguez opined that before getting into relationships, persons should practice what he calls the dating culture.
What do you think this generation should start learning as they go into marriages, they enter relationships? I mean, from the male perspective.
Well, two things is very important is personal awareness, knowing who you are, knowing even your faults. For example, we should know that we're a bit aggressive, we should know that we don't know how to communicate effectively. With that, work on yourself. And when it comes to domestic violence to an intimate partner violence, we need to stop looking at it as the woman's responsibility to fix a man or to help that man. It really isn't. He should know his issues and he should be able to fix that before going into a relationship. That's one. Knowing your faults, fixing your own faults. And two, particularly in a relationship, knowing the difference between an unhealthy relationship and a healthy relationship. And that comes with communication in the dating period.
For the HGP Nightly News, Calvin Abrams.